In the tense days of the Cold War, one decision held the fate of the world in its hands. That decision belonged to Stanislav Petrov, a Soviet military officer whose critical thinking and strong conviction prevented a nuclear war. His story remains largely unknown, yet his actions may have saved millions of lives, possibly even the entire planet. Born on September 7, 1939, Petrov grew up in the Soviet Union and pursued a career in the military, with his main focus in air defense systems. By the early 1980s, he was serving as lieutenant colonel in the Soviet Air Defense Forces, stationed at the Sepukov 15 bunker, responsible for monitoring incoming threats. On September 26, 1983, during one of the most dangerous periods in Cold War history, Petrov was on duty overseeing the early warning satellite system designed to detect incoming U.S. missile launches. Suddenly, alarms blared. The system indicated that 5 nuclear missiles had been launched from the United States, heading straight for the Soviet Union. Protocol dictated that Petrov should alert military leadership, triggering immediate retaliation. Had the Soviets launched their nuclear arsenal in response, the world could have been thrust into a catastrophic conflict, with global devastation unfolding in mere hours. But something didn't feel right. Petrov knew the system wasn't foolproof, and the nature of the supposed attack seemed suspicious. Only 5 missiles instead of an all-out strike? He had mere minutes to make a decision, with the fate of civilization hanging in the balance. Instead of following protocol, he chose to wait. And he was right. The alarm was a false warning, a malfunction in the Soviet satellite system. The missiles never existed. If Petrov had reported the attack as real, there's no telling what would have happened next. His calm, rational thinking prevented an irreversible tragedy. Despite averting catastrophe, Petrov received no grand recognition, no medals, no statues, no worldwide acclaim. Instead, his decision embarrassed Soviet leadership, and he was quietly reassigned. It wasn't until years later that his story became known, earning him posthumous recognition as a hero who may have saved the world from nuclear war. Stanislav Petrov passed away in 2017, his name largely forgotten by history. Yet his legacy, his courage in the face of an unimaginable decision, reminds us that heroes aren't always the ones in the spotlight. Sometimes, the greatest acts of bravery are the quiet, unnoticed choices that change the course of history. So, here's our salute to Stanislav Petrov, a true unsung hero. The man who saw past the alarms, and had the courage to do nothing. And in doing so, saved everything. Sometimes doing nothing is the right move. Our hats off to you, Stanislav Petrov. Salute. Well played.